How's it going, guys? It's Cody with 357 Studios. Today is December 4th, 2017. I thought I'd bring you guys a quick update video on some of the news that's happened over the weekend and some ideas that I've had. I guess I'll start off real quick here. Bitcoin's at 11,530. It's pretty good. It's consolidating, which is awesome. So it has been pretty much, I mean, if you go out to the 1 day, it's still parabolic, but if you look at it from this perspective, it's actually, let's see if I can zoom out a little bit more, you'll see. Okay, so it's been on a tear straight up, and then it's starting to consolidate sideways, goes up a little, consolidate sideways. These sideways periods are what cause stability. The more sideways movement we get versus straight up movement, the more stability. Of course, it's better for price action if it goes up, but you gotta have stability. Otherwise, this thing could just at any time, which it's not going to, I don't think anyway. So anyway, as far as Bitcoin goes, that's where we're sitting right now. It's pretty good. All my accounts are doing good. Alts are doing really good right now. You look over in the altcoins, look at that. 80%, 60, 58, 37. They're doing really good right now. Again, I don't even know that I own any of these here. But the ones that the ones that I've been messing with are, again, I don't do anything short term. It's all long term, and they've been going up continuously over the long term. So definitely really happy about that. Bitcoin, $347 billion market cap, and Bitcoin's dominance is at 56.2. That's pretty good. 56% of the market is in Bitcoin. The rest is on altcoins. It's pretty good. However, a thing that I think we need to look for in the future, this is my opinion again, I think Bitcoin's dominance is going to go down. Maybe it'd be into 2018, but I've heard news of like exchanges are going to start offering the ability to trade from USD to, say, NEO or an altcoin versus having to buy into Bitcoin, then go from Bitcoin to NEO, and then NEO back out to Bitcoin, then to USD. So I think that's going to be a huge thing for the market when it happens. I don't know any dates. It's rumors at this point, but if that happens, you can watch this dominance go down. Not saying that Bitcoin's going to crash by any means, but its dominance is going to level off, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So some of the news I'm going to get into today: U.S. government's new cyber unit files its first charge against an ICO scam. The Securities and Exchange Commission filed a complaint against the Canadian ICO fraud that quote-unquote raised $15 million from thousands of investors since August by falsely promising a 13-fold profit in less than a month. Geez, I just wonder what goes through some people's minds. 13-fold profit in less than a month. This is all you need to see to know that that's a bad idea. Like, I get it. You need the Securities and Exchange Commission to come in and make these people criminally punishable, or criminally punish them, rather. I get that. I'm with that. But anybody who saw 13-fold profit in less than a month and bought into it, they didn't want their money. They might as well set it on fire. That's silly. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a scam. Not a duck, of course, a scam, but that's what I mean. Anyway, that's like the first ever right there. I thought that was pretty big news. So if you're out there planning on scamming, you better watch it. Next one here, CBOE just beat the crap out of CME. So CME is going to come out with a futures exchange on Bitcoin December 18th. That we've known this for a while. Well, CBOE is like, hey, we got to beat them to the market. We're going to launch our exchange, and it's going to trade under the symbol XBT, and the trades are going to be for free also, well, at least initially. But they beat them to the market. They're going to come out on the 10th now. So that's kind of a slap in the face. I'd be pretty aggravated if I was CME, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. These two right here, the CBOE market and the CME market, those two things are going to impact Bitcoin, I think, hugely. How it's going to impact it, I've got a few theories, but we'll just have to wait and see. Any kind of investment into what is going to be coming into the Bitcoin market, it's going to be good, except for the fact this is not actually bringing money into Bitcoin, but it's actually giving it notoriety, and it's also getting it out to the masses more. So it's a double-edged sword, but I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. Here's another crazy piece of news. UK Ministry of Treasury plans to regulate Bitcoin. Again, I can understand why. There's a lot of people that are bad people that use it for acts of terror, theft, those kind of things. Yeah, of course you need to regulate it for that. However, I think regulation comes as more of a let's tax them, and that's why we want it regulated. And they also want to try to get rid of the anonymity, which is kind of a big point behind it. So that's a big piece of news there, something to watch out for. These news pieces like this don't necessarily mean anything specifically to Bitcoin or any coin, but it's showing you which way the market's moving and the sentiment and the thought behind everything. So it's things you need to keep up with. Another great one, whether you know or not, China's not allowed to have supposedly any exchanges. They outlawed all that. They outlawed cryptocurrencies and all that. Well, despite warnings now, they have over-the-counter Bitcoin and over-the-counter Bitcoin economy, and it's booming apparently. So people are selling Bitcoin hand to hand. That's how popular it is over there. But because it's illegals and they can't do it through an exchange or anything like that, they have to do it over the counter like this, which is absolutely crazy. So apparently the governments are actually trying to crack down on this market, and they're doing a lot of intel work. Apparently, yeah, see, the government is watching. Yeah, well, aren't they always? Anyway, whenever you get into cryptocurrency of any kind, whether it be altcoins, Bitcoin, whatever the case is, two things that you want to, in my opinion anyway, two things that I think you should pay attention to. Number one, buying the dips. Make sure to buy when it's low. If it's in the medium market and you buy and it goes down and then it goes up, it takes so much longer and it'll create so much more stress for you versus paying attention, learning TA, technical analysis, learning how to read the charts, learning how to go through and find where the news is for the coin, whether it be on Reddit or a chat somewhere forum. You got to find these things, and there's plenty of resources to do it. Plenty. I am by no means gifted in any way, and I can find all this information, so you guys can do it too, and I'll give you links to all the resources I have. I want to see you guys do just as good as I am. So anything you can think of, questions you have, coins you want to look into, any of that stuff, leave them in the comments, send me a message, whatever the case is. I'll look into it. I'll see what I can find. If it's something worth looking into, I mean, I can't give anybody advice financially, and I don't want to. But I would definitely like to look in and explore some more coins that you guys think are cool, and vice versa. I'll give you my information too. That way you can do your own research, and hopefully you guys can make some money. I mean, that's the point of all of this here. So we're talking about buying the dips, very important. Second one, dollar cost averaging. Basically, I'll paraphrase. You're basically dividing your total investment into incremental deposits into that investment, whether it be weekly, every couple of days, whatever. So for instance, if you had $1,000, you take $100, you put $100 in each week for 10 weeks, you got your $1,000 in. The reason you do this is price is so volatile right now. If you put your 1,000 in, you may get it for a good price, and then it drops down, and then it stays down for a while, and then it goes up. It takes so much more to recover from those losses, or from the losses of percentage. But if you're buying, let's say you put your $100 in and it goes down a little, put $100 in, and it goes down a little more, you put $100 in, goes down more, $100 in, you do that all the way down through your 10 weeks, you'll average all those prices together, and then you will have a considerably less price versus if you were to just bought in. And you can do that on the versus rather if you just bought in that one time with the lump sum. You can also do this on the high end too. When you go to sell, it reaches a certain amount, you let go a certain percentage, and then when it goes up more, you let go a little more of a percentage. And you know, this is a really good strategy in my mind that people really need to look into. It's called dollar cost averaging. So yeah, that's another tip that I wanted to give you guys. Excuse me. I guess for today, I'm not going to actually cover any of the altcoins other than what I showed you guys. I'll get into that later on, but I just wanted to come with some of the news and, you know, give you an update on some things I think were important. And remember, like and subscribe. That's the best thing you can do. You can get updates, hit the little bell down there. It'll give you an update when I upload new videos. And like I said, we're going to try to do them, if not daily, every couple of days. So you can at least keep up with the main news, and that'll give you a lot of information to help you in your trading in and out of your currencies, whether it be Bitcoin or altcoins. So be safe, guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks.